Hey there. Greenville updated very early this morning, and along with that update came 3 limiteds with some very expensive price tags. I'm going to start by quickly reviewing each one, and at the end, I'll let you know which ones you should buy or pass up. All the cars are pretty quick, but the H1300 is the obvious outlier here. It is now the second fastest car in Greenville, only a couple dozen milliseconds behind the Roadster. For that price, it is seriously the best value limited ever. Anyways, moving on to handling here, the Spectre handles how you'd expect it to. It's extremely floaty, but it's not as boatish as you might expect, and it's pretty easy to control because of that. Its weight becomes very apparent though when it starts raining, as it becomes more like navigating a barge when it's slippery. The H13, however, surprisingly handles perfectly, despite being a rear-wheel drive car with 1300 horsepower. It responds immediately and grips the road very well, but it is a lot harder to control in the rain. And finally, the Joyosa darts around like a go-kart. Its response time is insane, and because of that, grip isn't the best, but that makes it extremely fun to drive, especially in the rain when it's fairly hard to control.
Anyway, moving on to maneuverability here. The Spectre is very oversized, but it surprisingly has a decently narrow turning radius despite that. Shockingly, the Heen has a very wide turning radius as well, even though its handling is so responsive. Again, even with the Gallardo's Darty handling, it's still fairly wide for something in this class, but it's still easy to maneuver, of course.
All 3 of the limiteds have pretty good brakes, especially since I'm not even on instant mode here. Anyways, here is sounds and lighting for those of you who want to see it before you buy it, and afterwards a little montage of how the Kim K's AEB performed. As you can see, despite being a bloated massive whale of a car, The Spectre has pretty great AEB as it passed 4 of the 5 tests. Of course, thank you to my test dummy SkyMix70. Anyways, now it's time for me to rate each of these limiteds, display their stats, and then I'll tell you which limited I think you should spend your money on. And their ratings are here. The only one that I fully recommend is the Manta. It's a huge jump from the regular Heen Manta, and what you're getting for that price is absolutely insane. Now, the engine sound is a little annoying, yes, but it is still an insanely fun car. For the others, I feel like there is no real incentive to buying them unless you have no game passes. The Kim K just gives you cosmetic trim upgrades, which are admittedly an acquired taste because let's face it, Kim has none, and I really feel that the Joyosa shouldn't have been limited. I get that they only made 150 in real life, but unless you're some kind of Lamborghini superfan or you have no game passes, it's not going to be worth it to the average player. It's not that much of a leap from the regular Joyosa after all, but it's still a well-made and well-designed car, of course. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully this has helped you decide in some way before wasting your money. I'll see you guys later. Bye!